رسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء. واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم وما يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، وخير الحديث كتاب الله وخير هدي نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We give thanks to Allah Azza wa Jal. We thank Him profusely for His mercies on each and every one of us. We thank Him for He created us. الذي خلقنا ورزقنا ولم يتركنا عملا. He created us. He's also taking care of us. He's making provision for us. He didn't leave us as such. He also guided us, making us to be able to differentiate between the right and the wrong. We thank Him for making us Muslims. We pray to continue to make us firm on this path of Islam and never let our feet deviate after the guidance. Amen. Dear brothers and sisters, indeed, after appreciating our Lord, Allah Azza wa Jal, for His uncountable mercy, which we testify that وَإِن تَعُودُوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. If we want to count the favor of Allah, we testify that we cannot finish counting. And out of His favor, He says, وَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. If you appreciate, give you more. You have increment. We pray He increase us in His mercy, facilitate our journey in His right path, and make us to end in a state of perfect submission to the will of Allah. Amen. I've been asked to take us through a little discussion titled The Transcendence Beyond Certificates, Digital Skills for Financial Independence, which is part of the keynote address and the ongoing Jihad of MSSN, Adekunle Ajasin University, for the 2026 Islamic Awareness Team Jihad Week program. With you speaking is your brother, often called Professor Aadam S.O. Olatunji, the Professor of Artificial Intelligence and the Pioneer Dean, Faculty of Computing, Adekunle Ajasin University, Akubakoko. The Transcendence Framework. Let me start with the Transcendence Framework, which I call T-square framework. So before we start fully, let me introduce the framework that will guide this entire lecture. This framework is still faith plus knowledge plus digital skills plus service is equal to financial independence with purpose. I take it again. The framework that's going to guide our discussion is known as T-square framework. Transcendence framework. It means faith as you write, mathematical formula. Faith plus knowledge plus digital skills plus service is equal to financial independence with purpose. Not just financial dependence for anything, with purpose. So this is what I achieved or term the transcendence framework. Remember it will shape everything we are going to discuss today using Rahman. Respected executives of Muslim Student Society of Nigeria, AAUA branch, distinguished brothers and sisters, lecturers, beloved brothers and sisters, especially the students who are the future of this ummah, the opening hook. Every generation has one defining opportunity. Every generation has one defining opportunity. For our parents, it was education. For our generation, it is digital intelligence. Those who recognize it early will shape the future. Those who ignore it may spend years trying to catch up. The choice is yours, as it is mine. Perhaps among those sitting here today is the student who will build Africa's next AI company. Perhaps the next globally recognized Muslim AI researcher is already in this hall. Perhaps the next international story from MSSN to #1 AI researcher. Several years ago, I sat exactly like you in several activities of Muslim Student Society in Ekiti State University, then Ondo State University, Ado Ekiti. I was not just an MSS member, I was an active member and one of the executives, not really a member of the branch then. I attended our course, studying vacation courses. I was passionate about Islam and my studies, but I had no idea what the future held for us. I could not have imagined becoming a professor of artificial intelligence. I could not have imagined being ranked as #1 AI researcher in Nigeria with National University Commission. I could not have imagined standing before you as Dean of the Faculty of Computing at Adekunle Ajasin University. I was just an ordinary student, just like you are today. And I remember one of our lecturers used to come regularly for us, Professor Abu Akbar, used to come from the Federal College, from the College of Education, Ikere, then. Always with us in the university. Even though he's not a lecturer of that university, he's always with us to give us study, to give us lectures. I did not get here because I was the smartest student, and I did not get here because of connections or wealth. I got here by the mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal because I never stopped learning. I embraced change instead of fearing change. I sought knowledge that will make me relevant. I trusted Allah while working hard. I saw opportunity where others saw confusion. Many people ask me, what has guided my research journey? My answer is always, let the data speak. Opinions may mislead, assumptions may deceive, but evidence reveals the truth. That philosophy has shaped my research, my career, and my understanding of artificial intelligence. Always let the data speak. The same Allah that guided me can also guide you. The same opportunity that opened for me can also open for you. The way is to have the faith and to work hard. I used to encourage young ones. Whenever you are given assignment options, Don't go for the cheap one. You know, people like to go for the cheap one. Real life example. Jobs were given to young applicants to select. It was a very tough one. This guy decided to pick that tough one. It's doable, but you need to read a lot of it before you can solve it. Others were picking what is easier. That's what I said. Trust Allah and work hard. See opportunity where others are looking at and see confusion. This brother settled for the one that looked very tough. Everybody ran away from it. A year or 2 years into the war, the company had to downsize because of financial constraint. You have to downsize. So you have to select those people that need to leave. All the other jobs, anybody can handle it. They retain one of them to handle every other job. Others were left to go. This brother that showed the difficult one was retained. Because no one can easily handle what he's doing. Became a very permanent job for a long time until he decided to go for his master's. We met in Kimfa University of Petroleum Minerals when he came for his master in mechanical engineering. So always work hard. When opportunity comes, don't settle for the weak. Be strong. When a Muslim does anything, you do it perfectly well. Now, the title explain. Let's explain the title of this symposium. The transcendence beyond certificates, digital skills for financial independence. Certificate is very good. But beyond that, digital skills for financial independence. There are so many other skills you can do to make you to be financially independent. You could be a farmer, but I can tell you, if you are a digital farmer, your independence will be more than somebody who is a kind of manual farmer. You can digitize. We're going to talk about some of those stuff if chance permits. People used to say, education has come. I said, ignorance is the biggest scam and very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. All the prophets emphasize the need to seek for knowledge. One of the popular saying of Isa, alayhi salatu wasalam, he was reported to have said that my people are dying because they lack knowledge. And the prophets of Islam, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, encourage us to seek for knowledge anyway. And somebody is in this century saying education has come. If there's any name to call it, it's even fallacy is still better. It's more than false. And they made you to disillusion a lot of youths. We only need to get the perspective right. Education liberates mind. If you want to do business and you are educated, the way you are going to do it is different from the way someone who is not educated will do it. That's the fact you need to know. Real life examples abound. People who are ignorant, uneducated, got opportunity of millions or billions to manage. He's mismanaged everything. Not only that, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. He orchestrated the killing of himself. When you engage in things that is prohibited, that they are mentioned everywhere that this is dangerous, this can kill, and you keep doing it because you are ignorant, but you have money. He orchestrated the killing of himself gradually because of ignorance. So education is not a scam, but the mindset that we have to give to it is what we want to discuss with you today. We have been conditioned. When you get educated, you must get a job. Why don't you make job for people? Create job. That is the best way to go. A lot of ways you can create jobs. That is why this topic is so timely. Beyond certificates, digital skills for financial independence. Studying, looking for financial independence. Marriage, those three things that goes together. One does not affect the other. But we have been scammed. Just face the education. Only the reading. Yeah, it's good to study, but you can study and do something beside it. At 24, at 25, you are still reading. Father is still providing everything. Things are changing. Even those who say they provide the education to us, once you are 18, you have to start making money. In some countries, once you are 18, if you still want to be staying in your father's house, you'll be paying house rent. You'll be sharing the house rent with him. Work in Mr. Bob, Mr. Big Burger's house. After your school, you go work and get some money. It's the implementation that matters. Muslims are not born lazy. Muslims always hardworking. Transcendence means rising above limitations, refusing mediocrity, and achieving the extraordinary. That's the meaning of transcendence, which is a carefully worded statement of this year Jihad Week. You rise above limitations. Yes. Getting certificates is excellent. To be educated is super. You need to go above that also. The certificate has provided that intellectual capacity for you. What will you now use it for? You see people who are graduates, even masters, but they are into business, creating jobs for people. But that master, those undergraduate master, they have baccalaureate and master is helping them to know how to work, create. You cannot give what you don't have. You cannot think beyond your capability. Education builds your capacity for reasoning. So, transcendent means rising above limitation, refusing the mediocrity, and achieving the extraordinary. Now, beyond certificates, what do we mean? It means recognizing that certificates are milestones, not destinations. Just can be taken away, you must go beyond certificates. But one of the scam they gave to us, that is the scam people don't mention. Education is not a scam. But we were scammed that that going to that school is the end. No, it's a means to an end. That was the big problem we all had. And you had the opportunity now, we are saying it loud and clear. Irrespective of the course you are studying, you can become the next billionaire, next any successful personality you can describe. That may not be relevant to your own area of specialization. But the knowledge you acquire will continue to be your straightening guide. So because people are taught once you go to school, you get a job. There's no country in the world that is giving job to all their graduates. The job is not there. Countries are encouraging their youth to do startup. They are facilitating it for them. When you create a startup, you become employer of labor. What a wonderful thing to do. And it's something that is easier for you to do if you have that mindset. But everybody who are taught that certificate, just get your certificate, look for job. First year, second year, third year, is still looking for the job. And start blaming the government. That's what we are saying. Don't restrict yourself. Certificate is very good. It's not a scam. But beyond that certificate, you can do wonderful things. Your brain is ready to explore because of the thinking capacity that has been built for you. In those days, we used to say, you are using computer science. They say you should do biology. They say you do, what is relevant of this course? Some of the courses they gave to you in university are deliberately given to you to expand your brain. to improve your thinking capacity. Oh, this course doesn't look relevant to my course. Go and do it. Either it's agberubeso or not agberubeso. When you be agberubeso, it has contributed to your intellectual capacity. Because you cannot think beyond your capacity. So certificate means recognizing that certificates are milestone, a means to an end. I just got the certificate and we are waiting for somebody to give you job. Why don't you think of also creating jobs? It's not the destination, it's a milestone. When you get job, jobs could be taken away. Maybe sometimes they may not even pay your salary. What happened? They say the difference between a salary earner and a beggar is 1 month salary. Once you don't earn salary for 1 month, you start with fine bara. Alright, can you send me just 20,000? I'll pay you once I get my pay. Because that fine bara. You are asking, you are begging people for help. That is it. But you are doing it in a little dignified way. You are not carrying plates outside because you have access to people you can talk to. But that is stark reality. Iṣẹ́ ọmọ aláṣẹ jẹ òwòrè ọmọ aláṣẹ là. You can't do monthly jobs and become a rich man. It's impossible. If I want to see somebody that became rich by just doing work, monthly salary work, tell him or her, say he's a thief. It's impossible because his personal emolument is to keep you going so that you continue to work. That's what they call the civil servant. You don't pay civil servant to become rich. If you become rich, he will resign and come and be enjoying himself. But you want somebody to continue to work. You want somebody to continue to work. So you are given little that will sustain you. That's why you take loan to buy car, loan to build the house, because the money is meant to keep you continuously. But business, service provision, farming, those are the 3 jobs recognized in Islam. Farming, tijara, to do business, and service provider, provision, providing service for people. You want to repair this electricity, you want to fix this bulb, you want to do this, you want to do plumbing. We need someone, he can do plumbing, he can do electrification, he can do many things. He's always busy. There's so many people working for him. He's on the path to becoming billionaire or whatever he wants to become. Baba Dangote is an example. Started from sugar. We all knew when he was selling sugar, flour, cement. Today, the largest single column refinery in the world. That is business. You can't call him thief. Work for it. Several things are related to this. Beyond certificate, don't just depend on the certificate. Certificate has given you what it can give you. That is intellectual capacity. Now go beyond that. Even if you get a job, it may be taken away. Salary may not come. So you must go beyond. For those who may be into salary earning system and you see them having money, maybe they are hiding something. They are doing business secretly. It's not just salary. It is what? The business. But it's only on business, sorry, it's only on salary and became rich. It's impossible. Digital skills, meaning digital skills means understanding that the world has changed. Old skills are dying, new skills are emerging. You must learn them. There are so many digital skills you can go into. And financial independence means freedom to worship without fear, freedom to give without hesitation. That is the true success. When you have financial independence. You know, I have a friend, is into business. He goes to work. He has so much time because his boys are working for him in his company. As a CEO, he has time he go for his alcohol, for his Quran class. He already worked for it. You are not going to work today, say you go like 10 or 12. Just to go and check the boys are doing fine. And while reading his Quran where he is, alerts are dropping in his company, in his account. Because what he set up a business. That is financial independence. It gives you the freedom of worship, freedom of your time without fear, freedom to give without hesitation. Allah has just facilitate this kind of stuff for us. So transcendence is not abandoning your degree. I have to clarify that. So somebody will not say today, hey, they said education has scam. No, I said it before. Those who are saying education has scam, they are the one that is scamming, they are scamming themselves. Ignorance is the biggest scam you can expose yourself to. Because ignorantly, you destroy your own life because of ignorance. So education is a problem. It's very, very important. However, education is not just to give you certificate. It's a means, it's a milestone. What are you going to do with it? So transcendence is not abandoning your degree. It is refusing to let your degree become your limit. Can we get the definition? It is refusing to let your degree become your limit. Some people have limited their own capacity by their degree. They just got the certificate, they get stuck at home. Whenever they see people, and we graduated in 5 years ago, we didn't get anything. Complaining, as if that certificate will become magic one day and provide what you want. Brothers and sisters, think, even when you get a job, how much are going to pay you? You are not saying don't get a job. Get a job, you have the opportunity. Use as a stepping stone. But then go beyond that. A lot of skills you can go into that you can make a lot of life levels and also employ others into it. So don't allow your certificate to limit your opportunity. It has contributed to you, it has given you the best of the best. That is intellectual capacity. Now, moving to the main issue, the MSSN legacy, the foundation of excellence. The Muslim Student Society of Nigeria was established on the 18th April 1954 at the Ansarudin Alapo Mosque School on Lagos. It was born out of noble struggle. Muslim students in missionary schools faced intense pressure to abandon their faith. They were forced to attend Christian services. They were prayed to convert. They were marginalized if they remained Muslim. A lot of cases of people who actually became Christian because they had to go to school, you have to change your name. Joseph Shanushi, one of the former CBN governor, the case in point, and those of others. So, but these students did not give up, they did not surrender, they did not abandon their identity. They founded MSSN. The founders were students like you, like Babata Judin Adisa, Aroma Shodun, Sumola Akin Laguda, and Abdurrahman Alade Said. These are the three brothers who collaborated together and started what I benefited a lot from this organization. If you submit to yourself to the training of MSSN, there's no way you will not rise in your career. It's made of hardworking discipline. That is MSS for you. Oh, so many programs, so many activities, don't worry. You get more barakah in it. Sacrifice. Train in the line of it. You never regret it. They used to say, MSSN, the hope of the Ummah. A lot of students came to university that could have become non-Muslim. Allah has used this Ummah to sustain them. Allah reward those Babas who started this effort and their called, and those that continue to sustain it, and even every one of you here today. Let's see, so people started it, it has gone from generation to generation. People go to campuses without understanding anything about Islam, both male and female. You've seen ladies who used to come to the university masjid, we kept wrapper at the entrance. They would use the wrapper to cover their head to make a prayer. Some of them became a mirror of their sect before they graduated. Because of training, several people, brothers who came in as a nominal Muslims, became Amir before they graduated. That is the wonder that Allah has used this organization for. Allah continues to strengthen the leadership and all those people that work through it towards making Islam the upper hand. Ameen. Today, MSSN is one of the most influential Muslim organizations in Nigeria. It has produced generations of outstanding leaders. It produces students who are a synthesis of scholarship and morality. And that was why, if you follow during my inaugural lecture, I singularly single it out that this organization, God has used it in my life a lot during my undergraduate days. So may Allah reward all those people that have facilitated. The legacy is now in your hand. Now, what will the next generation say about your contribution? What will the next generation say about your contribution? What have you contributed to this program that is ongoing? This 1 week program, Jihad. I think being the only a few people that are around. What contribution are you making? Whatever you do, because of Allah, He will replenish you in many forms. May Allah make it easy for us. Section 2. The 3 illusions holding Muslim students back. Now let me speak frankly about 3 illusions that are holding many Muslim students back. If you break free from these illusions, you can achieve anything you want. If you remain trapped, you will struggle despite your potential. Illusion number 1, the certificate illusion. The lie. A certificate guarantees success. That is a lie. The truth is, a certificate does not guarantee financial independence. Job can be taken away. However, certificate guarantee that you go to have intellectual capacity and capability, which will assist you to be able to do whatever you want to do successfully. During COVID-19, millions lost their jobs despite having certificates and years of experiences. Major technology companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and Meta laid off thousands of talented people. Now AI is transforming industries. Some jobs are disappearing completely. The certificate is a milestone, not the destination. Like the hadith says, be in this world as if you are a stranger or a traveler passing through. A traveler does not put all their hope in one thing. A traveler is prepared, adaptable, and self-sufficient. A traveler, you don't put your hope in one thing. You shake, you adapt. There can be a breakdown on the way. Anything could come up, you must be prepared for it. Do not put all your hope in a certificate. It is good. May Allah bless those that are already graduated and make it easy for those that are yearning to graduate. It is time to stop that kind of illusion. Don't put all your trust in certificate. Illusion number 2, the risk illusion. The lie is financial independence is un-Islamic. Some people used to say financial independence is un-Islamic. Some people say that. The truth is, seeking Allah's provision is an act of ibadah. Allah says, فَإِذَا قُضِيَتِ الصَّلَاةُ فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ. And when the prayer has concluded, disperse within the land and seek the bounty of Allah. Surah Al-Jumu'ah, Quran chapter 62, verse 10. Perhaps this verse is one of the areas that really strengthens. Allah has been merciful to the Muslim Ummah. You know that some people, they can't go to any place, anywhere on their day of worship. You have Musabt. That is, you keep it totally. It's a punishment for what they do. But for Muslims, after the prayer on Jummah day, you can go back to your business. You can go back to your farm. That is the mercy of Allah on this Ummah. So seeking Allah's bounty is placed right after the command to pray. So work is worship. When you work to feed your family, so that you don't depend on others, so that you can support your parents, aged parents, and other needy people, you are doing act of ibadah. So striving is worship. Building is worship. In an authentic hadith, it was stated that what a good thing is righteous work for a righteous man. Musnad Ahmad hadith 24,744. Authentic hadith. What a good thing is righteous work for a righteous man. Once you get your work through halal way, it is okay. So people who are saying to have financial independence is haram, they are not correct. In fact, there are hadiths of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, a strong Muslim is better than a weak Muslim. For you to die leaving some things for your families is better to leave them without anything. Lot of other sayings of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But whatever you want to acquire must be through legitimate way. Don't steal your money. Don't steal government money because you want to leave money for your children. You are just being unrealistic and you are cheating yourself. Because you are going to be made to account for whatever you are stealing. Not those children you are stealing from. Can you see how somebody can be so dumb? You are stealing so that somebody will enjoy and you be the one to get punished? No way. You don't do that. Make your money you are acquired to be halal way. So do not be ashamed to seek financial independence. Be ashamed of begging when you could be building. Be ashamed of dependence when you could be given to be. So do not let this illusion trap you. Illusion number 3. The fear of technology illusion. The fear of what? Technology. The lie they told is this: technology is un-Islamic. Technology is un-Islamic. The truth is, Muslims built civilization through technology. This civilization we are building up today was developed initially by the Muslims. Consider our history. Algorithm gave us algebra and the word algorithm. Algorithm is taken from algorithm. It's a Muslim man who developed algorithm. Ibn Haytham pioneered the scientific method. Al-Jazari designed programmable machines and is considered the father of robotics. Al-Jazari, a Muslim sheikh. They are not just ordinary Muslims. They are shuyukh. They are scholars. Jabri ibn Hayyan founded modern chemistry. Fatima Al-Fihri established the world's first university. University of Karawan. When Europe was still emerging from the Dark Ages, Muslim scholars were already building observatories, hospitals, libraries, mathematical theories, and engineering marvels. They never saw Islam and science as competitors. They saw scientific discovery as another way of appreciating the science of Allah Azza wa Jalla. A sheikh in one of the Islamic society said that by engaging young people with digital skills, they can become self-reliant. The organization has trained over 250 youths in digital skills. 30 of them already working and making money. They have also trained imams to become self-sufficient, allowing them to speak the truth without fear of external influence. If an imam depends on somebody to give him something, he will be careful. Is that man in the mosque today? So that I will not talk about usury is not good. Taking riba is not good. He will not be free to speak the truth. Because if fear is next, money may not come. If imams can embrace digital skills, what excuse do you have as students? Do not fear technology. We need to master the technology. Part 3, the fourth industrial revolution. Let me now explain the world you are entering. The first industrial revolution was powered by steam. The second industrial revolution by electricity, and the third by computers. Today we are living in the fourth industrial revolution, which is the age of artificial intelligence. AI means machine performing tasks that normally require human intelligence, recognizing faces, understanding speech, and making decisions, solving problems, learning from experience. What we thought that human being is the only one that can do it, machine are now trying to do it. AI is everywhere. Your phone uses AI. Your social media uses AI. Facebook will be able to collect money from people advertising because it will make prediction of how many people will click that advertisement within few hours. Before you click, they already predicted you are going to click it. And you will actually click it because they already understood your pattern of work. When some of you wakes up in the morning before you do anything, this first thing is to go and check your Facebook. Even while struggling to open your eye, So wasting time on the technology that some people are making money every second, every minute. AI is not the future, AI is the present. Although I'm not a fan of people saying AI will take the job of people. If you attended my inaugural lecture, my position is what the best thing is to have symbiosis of man and machine, collaboration, and it's already happening. Last week, yes, Ford Automobile, one of the biggest automobile industry in the world, started recalling back their quality control engineers. They sacked them because they replaced them with AI. My position is don't replace human being with AI. Let them work together to make things better. Because AI is machine, it can fail. It's garbage in, garbage out. So they thought they have AI now that can do quality control. They sacked their engineers, quality control engineers. After like a few months, they noticed a lot of quality problems. A lot of automobiles now will be recalled back. Now they are bringing back the quality control engineer. It's in the news. I say, yeah, this is what I'm telling you guys. You learn through the hard way. Don't kick out human beings. Let them work together to get the best. Machine have that particular ability to work faster. Human being will bring his own empathy. Supervise it. Make sure it does it well. Don't ask human being to leave. This is the best way to use AI. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble. Recently, they brought an AI to an office to work for them, to pick things up. Something went wrong. The robot started fighting people, kicking them. You see? So we're into a technology that we have to be careful how we acquire it and what we use it for. Allah aid us. But we cannot fight technology. We cannot stand aloof. In my principle, the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for the good people to do nothing. If you don't use AI for positive things, the bad guy will take it over and you will be in trouble. Because it's so powerful that if you use it for negativity, it will destroy the whole civilization. May Allah protect us. I mean. Now, machine learning is a subset of AI. It's the one that makes it possible for the AI to learn from history. And it's by far the most important aspect of AI. Though the last of the technology of AI of recent, one of the latest, came last. I say Akende came last and becoming the leader of AI. Other AI fields need machine learning to make them work in a super way. And that's the ability to learn from data. When machine learning was added to NLP, we started having large language models. When you add machine learning to robotics, then you see robots that can learn from experiences and also of others. Data science is the process of extracting, before I move, make it clear for those who are hearing about machine learning for the first time. In machine learning, you give a computer thousands of pictures of cats and dogs. It learns the pattern itself, then it identifies cats and dogs anytime it sees them. You try to understand people who are sick of diabetes. People who are not sick of diabetes, what are their characteristics? When you train a model like that, then you can then ask people to check themselves. Ask 3 questions. Hey guy, you are likely going to have diabetes, go and see the doctor. So that you can diagnose people at very early stage instead of waiting for late stage. Some people have diseases for 10 years, no symptoms. Chronic diseases are characterized by silent characteristics of their symptoms. By the time the symptom is out, maybe it's 95% damage to the organ. That's why you never see somebody they say have kidney problem at early stage. The moment the kidney problem set in, they are looking for how to change the kidney. Because it happened long time ago, but there's no complaint. Because human organs work in a unique way. Human organs work like maybe like 25% capacity. There's extra to 75. So when the kidney is attacked with a disease, the organ will be increasing the capacity 30%, 35%, 40%, 50%. So there's no pain. It has extra. Until you get to like 95%, the extra is almost finished. Then the pain will start. You get to the clinic, oh, late stage, always late stage. Machine learning is now making it possible for us to build a system that can diagnose people at very early stage of the disease so that we can be able to hopefully prevent disaster. Data science is the process of extracting insight from data. Data scientists collect data, clean it, analyze it, visualize it, and interpret it. We have generative AI that create new content. That's the one people are using now. Want to create new content? We call it generative AI. The large language models. These are images, text, coding, video generation, 3D model, and it's changing the way people work. Now, a test. Can you please raise your hand if you use WhatsApp every day? If you use WhatsApp every day, can we raise up your hand? Almost everybody. Okay, that's fine. Now, let your hand be up, okay? Raise up your hand. I'm coming. Let it be up. Now, keep your hand up if you know how WhatsApp recommend contact for you. Do you know how WhatsApp recommend contact for you? Keep your hands up if you know. You know? Many of us don't know it. Very few of us knew how it happens. That is recommendations. You can put your hand down. Thank you very much. You see? You have several people on your phone, and people are sharing their status. It will not recognize the status of everybody for you. How does it recognize who to recommend for you? So when you see recommendation based on that, when you go online to purchase something, it said people who purchase this always purchase this. Have you seen that before? They look at what people in the campus say AAUA are purchasing. The more they map you, as you are going online, they know you are in Akumba. So what people in Akumba are buying, they recommend it for you. People from your location, this is what they are also buying. Recommendation system. So by that, you are already surrounded by artificial intelligence. So the question is no longer whether AI will affect your life. It's already. The question is whether you will merely use AI or build AI system. Why Muslims must lead. Why Muslims must lead. Muslim built civilization once, and we can do it again. We have mentioned it. Our forefathers built civilization. Some of the earliest medical equipment were produced by Muslims. It's there. You can go and read about them. They Latinized some of their names, but it's still there. Algorithm is still a case in point. It's an Arabic name. They Latinized it. For our own survival, we must build AI or be controlled by it. For the sake of the Ummah, we must solve our community's problem with technology. For the sake of justice, we must shape technology to serve humanity. And because Allah commanded us, we are successors on the earth. You are Khalifa. Itakunu shuhada ala nas wa yakunu rasulu alaykum shahida. You have to be a witness to mankind. You don't leave technology to people who use it negatively, otherwise you may be responsible. وعد الله الذين آمنوا منكم وعملوا الصالحات لا يستخلفنهم في الأرض. Allah has promised those who believe and do righteous deeds that we make them successful upon the earth. Surah An-Nur, chapter 24, verse 55. What do successors build? When you say somebody is a Khalifa, they build, they create, and they lead. The world is in trouble today because the one who has been given the secret of the world will decide to sit at the back of the car and allow a blind man to drive. The world is in trouble. The one that's supposed to lead will stay at the back. The only book that Allah says He has revealed every secret of the world inside it is in our hand. But we don't live. We do follow. As successors, we are supposed to build, create, and live. Successors do not just consume. Successors do not just follow. We must reclaim our role as builders of civilization. That's the charge I'm giving to you, brothers and sisters. Part 4. The Muslim Data Analyst Movement. The Muslim Data Analyst Movement. Now I want to introduce something I believe could transform the future of Muslim students. The Muslim Data Analyst Movement. Every organization today has one thing in abundance: data. Everywhere, we have data in abundance. Businesses have sales data. Schools have examination data. Hospitals have patient data. Mosques have attendance data. MSSN has program data. Banks have transaction data, and government have census data. Imagine having been able to predict who will come to this program by 10 a.m. today. You are able to identify who will come and who will not come, and you can start picking phone, call. Hey, I identify that you are not going to come. Why are you not going to come? Please come. You think it's not possible? It is possible. We already have absenteeism predictive solution in companies. Managers will sit down in the evening, run it, and then it will predict staff that will be absent tomorrow. And then manager will start calling you. Hey, Mr. Man, how are you? How's your family? Tomorrow we're going to have one of our customers visiting, and you are going to be the one that will welcome them. And I'm planning not to go to work tomorrow. You know, how does he know? It's already a reality. It's being used already. Absenteeism prediction. You can do that. Data is there. You only need to map data of previous data in USRA practices, other programs, who have been coming, who have not been coming. Data will be able to spot that this guy is going to be absent. So we can delegate some people to be calling them, hey guy, don't be absent today, please come. How do you know I want to be absent? Don't worry. It's already a reality. It is not magic, it is science. Everyone has data, but having data is not the same as understanding the data. Africa is not to be data rich, but we are inside poor. Because we are not yet using the data to make the ends meet. If our data is to turn out to be the next oil and gas, You know, when you talk of money, they say petrodollar. Data is becoming the next oil and gas. Now, companies that subscribe to data analytics, they move from nowhere on the list to becoming the best companies in the list worldwide. Think about crude oil. It is valuable, but useless until refined. You know, you have crude oil. It will not be useful until you refine it. Data is exactly the same. Data must be collected, cleaned, organized, analyzed, visualized, and interpreted. The data scientist is the refinery. Data scientist is the refinery. The data analyst turns raw data into gold. When you are able to know that one of your employee will be absent tomorrow, and you prevent him from absenting himself, you may win another contract from that visitor you are receiving. So missing it is not an option. But when you have an absenteeism prediction, you just get to work, the guy to receive the guy is not there. Oh, what is this guy to start? He decided to see he has an extra phone. He switched off the company phone because he doesn't want disturbance. What will you do? You lose that contract. But with data, you don't lose opportunity. So data create values only after understanding it. So anyone can collect data, but few can interpret it. Very few people. Fewer can predict with it, and those who can, they are becoming some of the most valuable professionals in the world. It's one of the highest sought after technology. And everybody can become data analyst. A lot of freelance centers go and looking for people to analyze data for them. It's not difficult. Use simple Excel. Abdurrahman, are you here? Data science department. Abdurrahman, data science department. Now, the story of two graduates. The story of two graduates. Imagine two AAUA graduates leave the university on the same day. Graduate A earns first class degree with an excellent CGPA. He waits for employment, submit applications, and wait for responses. Graduate B earns a second class offer, but he learned data analysis using Weka, Python. He learned data analysis. He built a GitHub portfolio. He gets freelance jobs. He starts earning in dollars before NYAC, before National Youth Service Corps. The first class is waiting for job. This one started earning already. And the good news there is you can work for people outside the country. You get your money in your account. The world is changing. Outsourcing, you don't need to travel. You'll be earning in dollar and be paying your house rent here in naira. It's better than you going there, collecting the money and paying in dollar. You have less in your hand and not the tax. But now it's tax free and you are living in a cheaper environment. Now ask yourself, between the first class looking for job and the 2-2 who is or 2-1 who is already making freelance work, who transcended the certificate? The first one or the second one? Second one. Who is financially independent? Who is building rather than waiting? Second one. And that is the student that decide to have skills in addition to the studies they are engaging in. That is the difference. Now imagine an Islamic school with 500 students and 10 years of data that nobody understands. 500 students every year, 10 years of data. No one understands what is in the data. One MSSN student trained in data science analysis. Everything. He analyzes everything, all this data waiting for 10 years, deliver insight about which subject predict wide success. Which of the student subjects? Any student who pass this subject always pass their wide. Anyone who fails this subject will fail wide. If we have that insight, we can concentrate on that subject to make sure that all our students are good at that subject. They have no clue. Now, he's able to do that Subject so predict who is going to pass why. Which students are at the risk of failing? Which of the students may fail? You have an idea. You can give some students more extra classes to make up for whatever they are lacking. Because when you predict, you are not wishing them bad. You are knowing what will happen so that you can help them. Which teachers need additional training and which attendance patterns explain poor performance? Is it the attendance of students? Where are you living? Are you living on campus or off campus? Is it determining if you're going to perform or not? If a student does this, he or she just solved a million naira problem. The company will be so shocked. Really? How do you know this information? And they put it into use, and students started passing white more than before. They will come for you. Hey, come and perform that your miracle again. Another school will hear about you, they call you. Little by little, little by little, you're making your money. Your certificate is there. That's fine. Going to school is excellent. It widens your thinking. Now imagine a small grocery store with sales, inventory, and customer data. One MSSN student analyzes everything and delivers insight about which product generates 80% of the profits. Which product generates 80% of profits? Which customers are most valuable? You always come. You target those customers, you make sure they don't leave your grocery store. The best time to order stock and optimal promotion timing. When should we do promotion? All these data analysis will bring it out for this grocery store. The business grows, the owner pays him well. The owner will be happy, but they pay you wonderfully well. Imagine having 10 customers like that. And you collect, maybe you don't want to charge them at the beginning, you collect 50,000 from them every month. As a student, you have 500,000 every month. Without living at Kuba, the Kare, you are preparing the next analysis. Before you graduate, you know how much you're going to have, and you keep expanding. By the time before you graduate, you start employing people. Hey, guy, you'll be going to Ikare for me. I will give you flash drive. Go and collect data from this grocery store. I bring it for me. I give you also money per month. You also start what? Employing another student. Because now your work is getting bigger that you don't have time to go there. You employ other products to go and bring the data for you. So the business grows and the owner pays him well. Data scientists do not merely create graphs, they answer questions nobody else can answer. They solve problems nobody else can solve. They provide values nobody else can provide, and value is what? It's rewarded. Five questions every data scientist answers. Every data scientist answers 5 questions. The first is what happened? We call it descriptive analytics. You look at the past data. What happened to the data? The sale is up in April, and now it's down in June. Maybe April is also a great and one student, when they just resume back, everybody has money. Now it's going to Akumbai. So is that the reason why the sale is going down? The system will bring it out for people. Secondly, they ask, why did it happen? We call it diagnostic analysis. Why did it happen? Diagnostic analysis. So that you can know why it happened to prevent it in future. Third, what will happen? That is predictive analysis. What will happen next? Who will be absent? How many sales are we going to have? Imagine you have like 3 branches of your grocery store. Now you predict that there will be more customer here today in Akuba, but more than Ikare. From 3 people selling Ikare, you can bring 2 of them to come and help the one working in Akuba, so that your customer will not complain that they are on queue for too long. When you predict that Ikare will have more customers, you send some people to Ikare. These are things that ordinarily you will not be able to know. Then we also have what we call, what should we do? Prescriptive analysis. Or how can we achieve a specified target? Now, can computer do this automatically? Can you really automate some of these things? So you need to learn to answer these questions. If you are able to answer this question, you will never be without work. Use MSSN as your training ground. Analyze which programs attract the most students, which speakers increase attendance. You can also predict when you brought also speakers, which speakers are giving more students, which publicity method works best, which program we did that the publicity method that worked best for us, budget optimization, volunteer allocation, and attendance prediction. Our brother is there selling there, get their data. Which of the items are students requesting more? So that they know that you bring it more. Which day will they not come? So that they not bring it and nobody is buying. It is becoming a reality. And it will pay you some little amount of money while having control of the decision. Part 6. So in what I just said, I say AI serving Islam. AI for every discipline. AI for every discipline. There's no discipline that cannot be enhanced by AI, and there's no student who cannot learn this case. There's no field where AI is irrelevant. I've been saying it. Irrespective of your background, I agree, economics, just mention it. Physics, chemistry, learn data analysis and use to analyze your data. Everybody will be looking for you. A lot of doctors, professors here are looking for people to analyze data for them. Oga, we will not charge you more. Just pay me 20,000. When you analyze for 15 people, you know how much that translates to. And you already have the code, you already have the system. Click, click, click. Oga, it's ready, sir. Every department can benefit from it. And this is what we call you to see how you can benefit. Accounting students can become tech-savvy accountants. History students can become digital historians. Arabic and Islamic studies students can become AI-powered Islamic scholars. Nursing and medical students can become tech-enabled healthcare professionals. Agricultural students can become agri-tech specialists. Law students can become tech-empowered lawyers. Just last week, I was in Abuja on a presentation for law librarians. How AI is reshaping law librarianship. And I proposed a new framework where 5 new job categorization were identified for them. Because people are fearing AI will take our job. I said, no, we're creating more jobs for you, additional 5 new jobs you can take up as law librarians. So irrespective of your field, you can benefit. Economic students can become AI-powered economists. Mass communication students can become data-driven journalists. Imagine having a system that gives you a alert. Hey, guy, go to the gate. There's going to be an incident there so that you can be the first one to break the news. Imagine something alerting you that there's a news break that's about to happen. Now you pick your camera, you are going there to be the first one to put it on social media. What if you have a system like that? So you are AI-driven journalist. Business administration students can become data savvy business leaders. Engineering students can become AI engineers. Irrespective of your field, just mention it. There's no field you don't gather data. Education student, lot of data. I've given an example of how you can use data to analyze the performance of your student and recommend policy for the university. Part 7. 7 AI tools every Muslim student should master.